Hey guys, welcome back to Faster and Louder. Today we have a brand new project car. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, then you might have a pretty good idea on what this car is already. I've already had a few of these going back a long time. My very first car was one of these. It's right behind camera right now. I had one of these when I was like 16 or 17, never really got it running. I had a few project cars in between, and then most recently had one that I sold, and then the next owner totaled it. That kind of brings us to present day. I always keep an eye on these cars just because I want to see like what's available, what's out there, that kind of thing, how much it costs, you know, just typical obsession type stuff. And I found this car on Craigslist, and I was amazed at how cheap it was because of what it is. And I'm not gonna say how much I paid for it. It was more than what the original Craigslist ad was for. But I still got a really good deal on it, and we're just gonna get into it. So here it is, guys. This is a 1973 Javelin AMX. American Motors Javelin AMX. Like I said, I have something of an obsession with these cars. They're definitely an oddball. They were the competitor to the obvious cars like the Camaro, Mustang, Challenger, what have you. And these actually did really well in Trans Am racing, if you're not familiar with that. So definitely look that up. AMC won the Trans Am Racing Series, I believe, in 71, 72, 74, and like 76 or something like that. They just dominated Trans Am racing in the early 70s. And I've been obsessed with them ever since I was a teenager. So now this channel is more than Randy's GTO and my Challenger. We have the newest edition here. So let's just kind of walk around. I'm gonna tell you guys about some stuff here. So they made this body style from 71 to 74. The whole run for AMC Javelins was 68 to 74, 68 to 70 being the first generation. And these are, I guess, probably most well known for the big old fender bulges here. A lot of people say it's kind of like a Corvette, reminiscent to a Corvette. This one though is, it's an AMX, which is similar to, you know, like Z28, SS, you know, Boss, that type of thing. This was AMC's version of that. This one also has the 401 cubic inch V8, which is the biggest V8 that AMC ever offered, and it was basically a factory stroked version of a 390 AMC V8, which they quit making in 70. So this was one of the only cars that you could get after like 72 that actually was still kind of like a bigger cubic inch muscle car. It had the 401 all the way up until 74. So it's pretty much just the Javelin and the Trans Am with a 455 that were out there with the big cube engines in the mid 70s. So that's a little bit of the background on this. I bet you're kind of curious about some of the things like the overall condition. As you can see, this is a very dirty car. It's sat for a long time. This car sat since at least 1980. If we come back over here and look at it, look at this. It says September 1980 right here, California. So I'm not super clear on the story of this car just yet, but I believe that it was in Washington originally, and got sold to another guy in California, and obviously had it running last in 1980, and got it. I think he kind of just let it sit for a while for whatever reason. We haven't really found out just yet why. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. But it sat for a long time. I'm assuming in a barn or something, because if you check it out here, this dash, I mean, it's dirty and it's old, but it's actually pretty nice. I mean, all things considered, for a car that's been sitting for a long time and doesn't have as much rust as you might expect this car to have, the dash is in really nice shape. And speaking of the dash, it has the it's kind of dark in here, but it has the tick-tock tack gauges here with the tachometer that goes up to, I don't know if you can see that, but it goes up to 8,000. Pretty cool. 140 mile per hour speedometer, has like the oil gauge, temp gauge, alternator. The interior is shot. As you can see, the seats have definitely seen better days. It's just got crud and dust and dirt and who knows what all over the place. So one of the first things I'll be doing is just cleaning this thing out as good as I can. I'm gonna buy myself a little cheap shop vac and just go to town on this thing. The outside is dusty. It's got, you know, little surface rust spots all over the place. There actually is some real rust. The only significant place with rust is behind the wheels here in the quarter panel, so that's gonna have to get addressed eventually. It looks like it pretty much goes up to the trunk floor panel. Thankfully the actual trunk looks pretty decent, so I'll show you that. This is gonna have to get cleaned out still, but it's pretty solid up until the actual quarter panel. Like, this is the outside right here that's rusted. That's what you see over here, sort of. It kind of comes up a little bit. This is the actual floor of the trunk right here. So a quick patch panel will probably fix that without too much issue. But the floor looks good. I don't know. I thought this was a spare at first. I'm not sure if it's a spare. It just looks like so squared. I mean, it's dried out super bad. I'll have to take a closer look at that. It comes with some random things here and there, some old hoses and whatever. I'm not really sure what that is. But yeah, there's a couple dings and dents. I actually got this car from Dan Curtis. He runs a restoration shop here in Phoenix, and it's funny because he says that these dents right here are from people, you know, trying to just back them up real quick or whatever, and they're not used to how far these go out. Because like, if you actually look at the body lines of this, I don't know how well it shows up in the video, but they really stick out there, like noticeably. So do the front fenders. It's very voluptuous. So people always run into stuff when they're trying to back up, and that's how that happens. I'm pretty sure the other side looks the same. Yeah, we got a big old dent smacker right there. And then it looks like at some point they tried pushing it, maybe like with a truck and a tire or something. It's definitely been neglected. There's some stuff that needs some attention. But the real awesome part about this is it's a 401 Javelin, and here, let's see. Let's put this, lift the lid real quick. The hood. Check that out. I don't know if you know what that is, but that is the cowl induction air cleaner. So this basically mates up with the circle that's been cut out here, the hole. And the ram air hood on these is kind of like a reverse ram air. So the air, when you're at speed, here, let me close this. So the air basically, like, it has what do you call that? Like the turbulence or whatever. The airflow actually sucks in behind here and goes into the cowl. Pretty cool. The grill is actually in decent shape. It needs a couple of the rivets fastened again. The front bumper is probably going to be replaced. It's tweaked. The glass is in pretty good shape from what I can tell. It's extremely dirty, but the glass looks good. Overall, it's really solid. This car is actually really solid. There's a hole here that at first it scared me because I thought it was actually a big old rough spot that popped up since the last time I looked at it, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. It's actually like one of those little things. It's like, I believe that's where they hold on to it at the factory. I don't know if you can see it a little better. Yeah. It's like one of those little holes that they have from the factory to hold on to the whole frame, like the floorboard. And it looks like the little piece that's in there popped out at some point. So I'll have to get one of those. But let's look around a little bit here. Yeah, it's definitely, oh, it's just so freaking dirty. Look at all that. It's like straw or something from sitting in a field. Yeah, let's try to get in here. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, is this like a replacement sheet metal for something? I don't know what that is. There's some more back here, it looks like. Yeah, some sort of, oh, maybe this is a quarter panel? Oh shit, yeah it is. This is for that section that needs to be replaced. Dude, that's awesome. And they have it on the other side too. That's so sweet. I don't know if Dan threw that in here or if that was already there. This is the front spoiler. Here, let me move this real quick. This is the chin spoiler that goes underneath on the front of the car over there, underneath the grill. So that's in there. I should probably take this out real quick. Ugh, it's kind of gross. I almost don't even want to sit in here, but this is stuck. This is more. Where does this go? I'm trying to think of where this would go. Oh, maybe this is for the back by the license plate. Oh my god, this is like an actual AMC part. It says American Motors sales something. Check it out. Let's see if we can. That's what it is. It says AMC Jeep on the back of it. That's pretty cool. It's got the these are the volcano caps that go on the wheels. These, I think the only thing that doesn't make sense on this car is the wheels, because everything else on this car is Go package stuff except for the wheels. And I think that the wheels should have been the 15-inch rally wheels. But I mean, that's an easy thing, you know, sometimes people just sell that stuff off. It's really easy to sell, take off and sell. And then there's this stuff. I kind of want to be careful with it because I don't know what it is. Oh, it's, wow, this is some original paperwork of some kind. Oh my god. Let me try to pull some of this out carefully. Oh my god, what is this? Cashier's temporary receipt for $37. That's like a DMV thing from who knows when. Owner's Road Atlas from American Motors. I've never even seen this before. American Motors Owner's Road Atlas. It's what you think it would be. It's an atlas. Oh shit, gotta be careful. I've never seen that before. I didn't know that existed. What is this? Oh my god. Extended buyer protection plan. This is what AMC advertised a lot. They were the first company to have a protection plan, like a warranty, a factory warranty. This is what this is. Excuse me, sweating. It's kind of hot in here. Dude, that is awesome. This must be the original. Dealer's authorized signature. January 21st, 1974. Oh, and it says dealer name, Thousand Oak, let's see, is Mike Salta Pontiac. I don't know if maybe they bought this used there? I don't know. That's strange. I don't know. I'll look that up. Anyways, that's really cool. I'm gonna have to hang on to that. God, I'm surprised that all this stuff is still in here. Check this out. Oh, Mike Salta Pontiac. It says American Jeep International Trucks. Dude, that is awesome. So this is where this car came from. Dude, that is so cool. And then there's another, oh, this is the actual salesperson, Tom Owen. Lucky American Incorporated, American Motors dealer. And this one's in Downey, California. So maybe you got some service done there or something. That's pretty cool. This looks like it might be some original registration. Date issued September 19th, 1973. Date first sold for this car August 11th, 1973. I am sweating. Fullerton, California to Mr. Brady Jack in Newbury Park, California. That is awesome. This is crazy, man. Oh, what is this? This is this has something to do with the buyer protection plan, I think. Consumer information, acceleration and passing ability. What the hell is that? Oh my god. I've never seen any of this stuff. 1973 Consumer Information Booklet. Check that out. Lucky American delivery date. This is like an original. What is this? This is for a service schedule. Check it out. Pretty cool. Hopefully like this stuff is actually focusing. I don't know if it's even focusing, but wow. Dude, this is awesome. This is like, I feel like I'm uncovering some treasure or something. Oh, this is dated. This is just like a piece of paper, all weathered and stuff. It says August 9th, 1976, new alternator belt, water pump, and bottom water hose. I'm sure that'll have to get replaced again. Oh my god. This is for the original owner right here too. It's the owner identification card. It's got all his info on there. I mean, I guess I'll blur it out or something. I don't know. Wow. This is insane, man. This is like a whole booklet or something. What is this? There's another piece of paper deteriorating. Hey, it says, driver's door doesn't latch properly. It still doesn't. And this is in 73, so this was brand new with a door latch that wouldn't latch properly. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Order hood stripe. Adjust headlights. So it said order hood stripe. I wonder if they must have added it. It must have been like a dealer added thing. Don't know what this is. I don't think there's anything else except for deteriorating stuff in here. Here's that little cap I was talking about. Pops in right there. Oh god, there's so much stuff all over me. So another thing I thought was really interesting was this shifter handle is still intact until I touch it probably, but this is like the first one I've ever seen that's not broken when I bought it. And I'm sure it'll break the first couple times I touch it. Here's a little center thingy for the steering wheel. Oh my god, there's more stuff in here. I need to vacuum this, it's so gross. What is this, registration? It says registration expires September 24th, 1980. That is more evidence that this thing has been sitting for a long time. Let's see, more registration stuff expiring in 78, expiring 77. I think it's pretty much the same guy that owned this thing the whole time. 75, this one expires in 79. I don't know why he kept every year. This one expires 76. Just in case, you know? Just in case, like, he goes back in time or something. Daytona steel. Oh my god. Okay, so this says 102,229. So this dude drove the hell out of this car because this car is brand new at the end of 73, and he only drove it for like 7 years and put 115,000 miles on this car. That's crazy. That's like, I figured it out earlier. to see how many miles that would be, and it was like 16,000 miles a year. That's a lot. I mean, this thing obviously ran pretty good at some point in time. So this is all the paperwork I've found so far. Definitely got to keep that stuff. That's interesting. I'm kind of afraid to get back in here, and honestly, is this even... Basically, any mechanism that's supposed to do anything in this freaking car does not work. The trunk will not latch and unlatch. The hood will not latch and unlatch. And this door is very stubborn. I left it unlatched so I could actually get it open again. The key doesn't want to turn. And I don't know if that has to do with this interlock or whatever, but it doesn't want to do anything. It's making me wonder if these are even the correct keys for this thing. I mean, it goes in and it feels like it should do something, but it ain't. These brakes, oh my God, what brakes? They're just solid on the floor pretty much. But yeah, so this is an AC car. It's got power brakes, it's got power steering. We can go look at the hood again, under the hood again. Let's look at the hood and under the hood. So yeah, this is the old York compressor, big boy. It's got power steering, got power brakes. It even has the tilt steering column. The first Javelin I ever had a tilt steering column, and this is the first one that I've had since then. See, pretty cool. It's actually really nice because my last one didn't have it, and I was like, you know what would be really nice? A tilt column. So I'm pretty happy about that. I would show you underneath, but I'm not sure how much you're gonna be able to see. Yeah, you can't see anything. There's like that factory coating stuff all over the place, and there's some scaly stuff going on here. The exhaust is rusted off basically back there, so I'll be popping that loose. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get this thing running, or try to, and if I can get it running, we can get the brakes at least a little bit sorted out. I can back it out of here, and I can just clean this whole thing off and make it look a lot less like a turd. So that's what the goal is, at least short term. I don't plan on spending a ton of money on this thing right away, and I'm sure I will end up eventually spending a lot of money on this over time, but I've learned from my mistakes. At least that's what I keep telling my wife. And I'm gonna do this slower. I'm gonna kind of take my time a little bit with this. I would love to get it running. I would love to be able to actually drive this thing, but this thing has been sitting for 40 years. So I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. Well, I took off the air cleaner. That's the vacuum activated flat thingy. Took that off the carb. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this air filter. It looks like it came out of the freaking Titanic or something. Oh. Yeah, this is the bottom. And oh God. It's just covered in shit. Look at all that. All the insulation from the hood. This looks like a little mouse made a nice cozy little home out of this. Friggin' disgusting. I just checked the oil. It's black and it smells like gas. The transmission fluid is actually still red, believe it or not, and it doesn't smell like anything, which is kind of a good thing as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't smell burnt or anything, so maybe that's a good sign. I really hope so, honestly. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a little gander at this. I'm not really gonna do anything besides choke, but I figured I'd take a look at it. This carburetor is absolutely disgusting. Look how black it is. Like, it just ran. I wonder if it's just from running super rich or something. That would explain why the motor oil smells like gas, potentially. I don't know. It seems like it probably just started running like crap, and they're just like, oh, well, whatever. I'll let it sit for a while, and I'll get back to it. And then getting back to it never happened, but yeah, it's pretty gross. Like I said, nothing moves on this entire damn car. Like anything that's supposed to move doesn't move. Like this is all just locked up. Like nothing moves. It's unbelievable. The only thing that actually moves is the wheels. Like the brakes don't even feel like they're dragging or anything. Probably because they're like non-existent. Like I said, we'll find out when we get there, but oh yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit of I think it's gonna take some elbow grease, you know, just a couple hours or something. But yeah. Oh god, what did I do? This is gonna be a huge project. This is by far the most ambitious project I've ever had. But this car is super rare and it's so cool. This is the coolest car I've ever had, even though it looks like a total turd. They only made 1,420 AMX Javelins in 1973 with a 401, and that's not including any of the other weird stuff that this car has, like the cowl hood. They only made like, if I'm not mistaken, they only had like 3,500 Javelins from 71 to 74 that actually has a functional cowl hood and the cowl induction air cleaner. So this car is super cool. I really want to get this thing running. I want to make it look cool. Just one thing at a time, and I hope you guys follow along with this. This is going to be really cool to see come together, I think. So please subscribe if you like this. If you want to follow along, if you want to follow along on Randy's GTO, also check out a bunch of all the other videos that I did about the Challenger. Please like this video, please subscribe, please share the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.